So I am Doris from Tallinn University. I work as an international marketing specialist here. Today, I am going to tell you briefly about Estonia, about Tallinn University overall. Then I will give the floor to my colleagues who will tell you in more detail about digital library learning and human-computer interaction. Afterwards, I'm going to tell you about admission, student life, and so on. In case you have any questions, feel free to write them directly to the chat window. My colleagues under the name of Tallinn University 1 and 2 will answer the questions in a written form. Later on, I can answer them directly. So let's start. First of all, a few words about Estonia. As you can see it here, Estonia is a really small country in Europe, next to Russia and Latvia and across the bay from Finland. Our area is approximately 45,000 square kilometers. So as I said, we are a really small country with a population only about 1.3 million. The capital of Estonia is Tallinn with a population of 400,000 and logical Tallinn University is located in the capital city in Tallinn. Our currency is euro, as most of the European Union countries have. Additional to that we are part of the European Union, we are part of the Schengen area, so we have open borders with the rest of the European Union countries and part of NATO. Our official language is Estonian, but English and Russian are widely spoken here as well. And we are a e-society. We have e-banking, e-parking, e-voting, name it. We have Wi-Fi access almost everywhere, and of course, what we are really proud of is that Skype was developed by our engineers. Moving to Estonia, for EU citizens, it is a bit easier. You need to come here and then register yourself as a citizen of Tallinn within 3 months. For non-EU citizens, you need to apply for a long-stay visa and a temporary residence permit for study in your nearest embassy. If you go to politsei.ee and vm.ee, there you can read in more detail how you need to apply for that temporary residence permit and what are the exact steps, what you need to do. So keep in mind those two websites. There you can find all the necessary information in detail. A lot of our prospective students ask whether or not it is possible to work in Estonia during your studies. The answer is yes, you can work. You even can work full-time, but you have to keep in mind that you manage to study full-time as well. Where you can start searching for a job is, for example, our Career and Counseling Center. Also, you can go to workinestonia.com, where you can find all the necessary information about working here and also already some job offers. So, also about Tallinn University. Tallinn University, as we are today, is a rather young university. It was established only in 2005, but actually the history dates back. But as a Tallinn University, we do research and teaching starting from 2005. We are the third largest public university in Estonia. Currently, we have approximately 9,000 students studying here on BA, MA, and PhD level, among whom around 900 are international students. This 900 makes up of the degree students and exchange students. Most of our degree students are from Finland, but then from Russia, Latvia, Lithuania, Ukraine, Georgia, etc., from all over the world. We have about 1,000 staff members, among whom approximately 9% are foreign academics, which is one of the highest percentages in Estonian universities. So the multicultural experience is guaranteed by the professors as well. We have approximately 250 partner universities, which means when you come here to study, you have a variety of universities to choose among if you would like to go and study a semester or a year abroad. And at the moment, we have 8 academic units here at Tallinn University. We have a leading role in promoting and developing the intelligent lifestyle. And as a result, we have directed our activities and resources into 5 broad focus fields. So all the studies, research, everything is done in those 5 broad focus fields, which are educational innovation, cultural competences, society and open governance, digital and media culture, which we're going to talk about today in more detail, and healthy and sustainable lifestyle. Tallinn University believes into individual approach to students. By that, I mean our courses are rather small. The students always have the possibility to approach the professor, discuss different matters, topics. We also believe in interdisciplinarity, which means cooperation across different disciplines. What is good about our campus is our location. It's right in the heart of the city center, only 10 minutes walk away from the old town that belongs to the UNESCO World Heritage. The harbor is only 5 minutes walk away. The bus station is close by, and also the airport. Our facilities include modern study rooms, classrooms, computer classes, leisure areas, everything necessary for a student. And we even have our own cinema hall where our students can go and watch films for free. Now I will give the floor to my colleagues, Sirje and Aira, who will tell you in more detail about digital library learning.
Hello, my name is Sirje Virkus and I am coordinator of the DILL program. And the DILL means Digital Library Learning. And before I start, I would like to say some words about the academic direction of information sciences. And I would like to say that we have been quite a long time in this university, and this direction was established here in 1965. And during the long period, we have belonged to different faculties. We have been part of the philology faculty, and we have been part of the cultural studies faculty, and so on, and we have been also independent institute and so on, and also it has influenced what has been focus of our studies. And from 2015 we are part of the School of Digital Technologies, and it means that there are more focus on information technology. And I have put here different dates, and it also shows that we have been quite innovative for many years in the field of information technology, because we started already in 1993 to teach internet courses in our curricula, and we started with information and communication technology-based distance education already in 1995, and we have established electronic journal, and in 2007, we started with this digital library learning master program, and in that time we got support from Erasmus Mundus program, which was supported by European Commission. And one strong point of our academic direction is also that we have always been very active in international arena, and we have had many Erasmus agreements, at the moment 24, and we have participated in almost all European projects, just mentioning some: Cost, Fare, Tempus, Leonardo da Vinci, Comenius, Minerva, Grundtvig, and so on. And in 2007, we got support for our program as Erasmus Mundus program, but we started already some years earlier to develop this program. And the main goal why we started this was that we wanted to develop a new innovative program which is different compared to the current library and information science programs. And we wanted to integrate the best expertise of the partner institutions, and we had 3 partner institutions in that time when we started: Oslo and Akershus University College of Applied Sciences in Norway, Tallinn University here, and University of Parma from Italy. And we offered the program till 2014, and we had 3 partners, but from 2014 we continued with 2 partners: Tallinn University and University of Parma. And the main reason was that we still make a very good collaboration with Oslo, but we make the collaboration more in the PhD level. and also wanted more to focus on PhD program. And digital library learning program aims to provide knowledge and skills to navigate in the complex world of digital libraries and digital librarianship, and we have combined technical, economic, and social dimensions to this program. And the program structure is the following. The first semester starts with summer school in Tallinn, Estonia, and the first semester is provided both by Tallinn University and Parma University, and the students can choose the place to stay according to their preferences or follow the courses completely online. Then it means that students can be in campus in Tallinn, or the students can be in campus in Parma, or the students take the course completely online. And in the second semester, the courses are provided by Tallinn University. The third semester, the courses are provided by Parma University, and the courses start with the summer school in Parma. And in the fourth semester, students can choose to write their master thesis in Parma or Tallinn. It depends on the subject of the thesis and the location of the student's main supervisor. And one important thing what we have done since the beginning, we always start our digital library learning master program with a diagnostic analysis survey. And the main aim of the diagnostic analysis survey is to clarify the needs and expectations of the learners for modules with regard to the content and delivery options, yes. And we try to identify students' preferences concerning organization and delivery methods. We also try to gain specific information about access to and familiarity with the technology available to the participants and learning preferences of the students. And this enables us to tailor the program in the best way to suit students' requirements within the framework that has been set. And if I talk, when I talk about what kind of courses we offer within the digital library learning program, first semester we have 2 courses, research method and theory of science, 15 ECTS, and it is offered by Tallinn, and digital knowledge organization, also 15 ECTS offered by Parma. Then second semester we have information and knowledge management and human resource management. Both courses are 15 ECTS and offered by Tallinn. Third semester, we have access to digital libraries and users and usage of digital libraries, and both courses are also 15 ECTS and offered by Parma. And fourth semester, then we have for master thesis. And what are the main characteristics of the program? The main pedagogical approach is constructivist approach to learning. But of course, if needed, we also integrate behavioral or cognitive approaches to learning. But the main focus or the main approach is constructivist. And we have tried to use multiple perspectives and representations of content. We have integrated many different views and approaches in the program. We also give the students experience to participate in international conferences. In all years, our students have participated in 2 conferences. One is qualitative and quantitative methods of libraries, and another conference is theory and practice of digital libraries. And Tallinn students go usually to qualitative and quantitative methods of libraries conference, and when students are in Parma, they go to the theory and practice of digital libraries. And we have also tried to push our students to get experience published in international journals, and we have our best students' work are already published in peer-reviewed journals. And we also try to integrate technology to our program, and we use the social software possibilities. We use Skype for consultations of students. We use multiple media. We also integrate open educational resources and also MOOCs to our program. Yes. And now, who are our teachers? My name is Sirje Virkus, and as I already said, and you see from the slide also the courses what I am teaching. I am professor of the academic direction of information sciences, and my main courses are connected with the theoretical foundations of information science, also information and knowledge management, and different applications of information and knowledge. And my research interests are connected with information-related competencies. And what I mean under the information-related competencies, I connect here information literacy, media literacy, digital literacy, and also data literacy. And I have published 234 publications, and I have supervised 5 PhD students. The 2 of them have already defended, and 3 are still in the process of finishing their PhD. And also I have supervised many master theses. I have 29 at the moment, I have calculated here. And now I give the floor to the colleague of mine, Aira Lepik.
Hello, everybody. As Sirje already told, my name is Aira Lepik, and you can see from the slides about my activities here at Tallinn University. Currently, I am on the position of lecturer here at Tallinn University, and at the same time, my responsibility is also related to the information science master curriculum for Estonian students. And as you can see from my courses, what I am teaching right now, they are related with information management, with dissemination of information, with also the role of the library in digital environment. And for the digital library learning program, I have a course of human resource management. My research interests are related with information management and marketing of information services, and also with the quality of information and library services. I also published some publications, a little bit more than 100, somebody calculated 117 here, and under my supervision, by now 21 master students already defended their theses, and there are many ongoing supervisions as well. And I also would like to introduce. Sorry. And I also would like to introduce now our colleagues from Parma University, because as Sirje already mentioned, we have this digital library learning master program delivering together with colleagues from Parma University. And you can see here Francesco Zancinelli, who is coordinator of our program in the University of Parma. He's teaching information systems and computer engineering, and his research is also related to those 2 areas. Next colleague I would like to introduce you from the University of Parma is Anna-Maria Tammaro, who together with Sirje actually created the idea to establish digital library learning. So we call those 2 like grounding persons for a DILL program. Anna-Maria is professor in the Department of Information Engineering in the same university as Francesco, and she's dealing with the digital librarianship already also a couple of years, and her research interests are also related to internationalization of library information science education. Her responsibility in the DILL program, digital library learning program, is related to the course users and usage of digital libraries. Colleague Vittore Cosarosa, he's
working for University of Parma and University of Pisa in Italy. He has been part of many big digital library projects in Europe. One of the main responsible person in the DILL project, which is the network of excellence in digital libraries. And his course for our digital library learning program is access to digital libraries. One more colleague from Parma University we would like to introduce here. This is Carlo Medini, and he's working for Information Systems Laboratory, and his research areas are also related to development of digital libraries in Italy and Europe. So if we would like to conclude a little bit here what we have been talking about the DILL program. The DILL program, as Siri already mentioned, is somehow integrated more related to the technological, economical, and social aspects of digital librarianship. It's integration of theory and practice, so it means that we are not only talking about analysis and models, we are also looking for the cases where those models are implemented. Our pedagogical approach, it means that the constructivist approach, which means that you as a student are responsible for constructing your learning process. We are trying to put on the table during our courses multiple perspectives and representations of content from different points of view. We are integrating interdisciplinary approach. We are integrating media, and as Siri already told, we are using to merge your expectations the diagnostic analysis. And this slide, you can see many of colleagues from the international field of library information science who have been part of our program as well. Hopefully some of you can recognize here Tom Wilson, Carol Coulthard, Peter Ingvarsen, Etienne Wenger, who else? Lucy Tate, Michael Koenig, just colleagues, hopefully, who are already or who will be known for you, if you, and we are sure that you will decide to join our team. And why? Of course, there is always question why you could choose the DILL program. We pointed out here a couple of reasons. Of course, there are many more of them, but first of all, this is flexibility of mood, how you could follow the DILL program, Digital Library Learning Program. So you can do it both as an online student or as a campus student, and we are also offering, as Siri already told you, this kind of a blended mood, so you could be the campus student here at Tallinn University and online student in Parma or vice versa. Of course, there is also the opportunity to study in an international group, which always is some kind of added value for the studying, and you can learn really a lot from this international group, from your fellow students, from the professors from different countries. So this multicultural context is always something what you will value. And two countries, two European countries, Estonia and Italy, you may visit during our summer schools in the beginning of both study years or being the campus student. And of course, last but not least, when you will graduate digital library learning course, it is always possibility to continue the studies on the PhD level, and both Tallinn University and University of Parma are offering them PhD courses. So Some words about the demographics of digital library learning students. By far, we have had totally by today 134 students from 57 countries around the world. If we will take gender, then you can see that we have 20 more female students as a male students, 77 female and 57 male students. And if you take the age, then you can see that we have had the students from the age, the youngest one was 22 and the oldest one 52. So it means also that our program suits with many different age groups, meaning that we are really trying to be as flexible as possible according to previous knowledge and expectations related to the master program. From this slide, you can see those 57 countries represented so far. And it seems to us that our program has been really popular in Ethiopia and Nepal. Italy, where are the figures, you can see the figures from those countries are a bit higher than from others, but still they are countries on the world map where we didn't have had yet the students, so everybody are welcome. And here on the next couple of slides, you can see the photos from our DILL groups. This one is DILL 1. This is DILL 2. Also is one of our international guest lectures here in the middle. DILL 3, 4, 5. DILL 6. Happy with flags here at Tallinn University. Oh, and there is a bottle of champagne. Oh, okay. DILL 7. They are the students from Nepal looking forward for the DILL. Is it DILL 8? Yes. And now Sire will explain more opportunities after the graduation.
Okay, what happens after the graduation? The program is designed to prepare information professionals who have or will have responsibility for managing digital conversation programs and or implementing digital libraries and conducting digital library education programs. The graduates have knowledge and skills necessary to function in the complex world of digital libraries in different sectors of society. And as I already saw that somebody of you asked the question that should you work only in digital libraries, but if you graduate this program, you can work in every library, not only in digital library. And there is also a possibility to get some scholarships. Our academic direction actually coordinates 2 Erasmus Mundus projects, and in these two Erasmus Mundus projects there are scholarships, but they are connected with specific countries. If you are a student from Syria, then you can get a full scholarship, which covers your travel, and also you get 1,000 euros per month to study here. And also the Erasmus Mundus program covers your study fee. And another program is Mayanet. If you are a student from Latin America, then you can get a scholarship from the Mayanet program. And the scholarship application periods are each year. We have had already 2 rounds, but 2 more rounds are ahead. And then the conditions are the same, that the Mayanet program covers the study fee and also covers the living costs here, and you get 1,000 euro per month, and also your travel costs. And of course, you can also get scholarships from residents from outside the European Union, and you can get more information about it at Tallinn University site. There are quite precise information. And then if you are still interested about digital library learning program, then we have also a specific DILL web page, which is TILL.TLU.ee. And you can get also information from our university general homepage, but we have also created a specific page for digital library learning, and you see the page here. And then we have also a Facebook group, which is called Digital Library Learning, and you can see the address here, and you can join with this group to get the most relevant information about the program. And that's it. And we are very happy to welcome you in the program, and the admission period is still open for secondary students till the 15th of April, and for the European students till the 1st of July. Then you are warmly welcome to our program. Do you have any question at the moment? No, I don't see any question at the moment. And now I give the floor to David, who will introduce the Human-Computer Interaction Master Program.
So just click. Hi, hello, my name is David, and I'm a bit off-center, so I'll try to, yeah, okay, good. I'm on center. And I will be talking about this Human-Computer Interaction Program. My presentation will be relatively smaller compared with my previous colleagues. I'm just one to start with, and I have fewer slides. Fewer slides, yes. Okay, so a few words about this Human-Computer Interaction Program. So it's I'm going to mention this, although I know that some of you are already aware. It's a typical 2-year master program. There are others, other formats in Europe, but we go for 2-year master program. It awards 120 credits, European transfer system credits. The program runs in English. It has a cost of 1,100 euros per semester, and there are possibilities for scholarships awarded by the Estonian state and other IT-related institutions in Estonia, and also by European grant funding institutions. The program is organized in 4 semesters, with 3 very intensive study semesters, and then 1 semester dedicated for you to work on your research project and master thesis. Although the program is called Human-Computer Interaction, our special emphasis goes to interaction design. It's not that we just address this topic, but this is mainly what we work on and we develop in our program. Yeah, yeah, good. Yes. So, and we do accept candidates from a wide range of backgrounds. We do accept candidates from informatics, of course, but also with design background, and also from the behavioral social sciences. We accept also candidates from other knowledge areas, depending on motivation, willpower, and ability to express the interests in our admissions interview. Compulsory courses, just as an example, include foundations of human-computer interaction, interaction design methods, developing interactive systems, and evaluating user experience. These are core courses from our program, but not the only ones. I will explain the others in a little bit more detail further ahead. The program is organized like this. So we do have, as you can see on the slide, we do have different kinds of courses. There are some general subjects that are attended by these students and other students from the university. Then we have these major subjects that consist the core topics addressed in our program. Then we have a wide range of electives. also connected with these core topics. Then 3 electives that you can use to complement your personal profile with knowledge from a number of fields from inside this university and from universities around Estonia, and then your master thesis. If you look at the diagram, then the courses that you would like to discuss right now are the ones presented as green. I hope that you can see it as green. Well, they are the center ones. So these are the courses that constitute the pillar of our program. I will just introduce them one by one, and if you have questions, just feel free to type them in, and our colleagues will try to address it. So we do consider project management as a core course. We do approach most of our challenges as projects. So the professional profile that we tend to promote is the one that can lead a project from beginning to end in his field of expertise. And hence, we truly believe that project management should be part of your initial training. Also, we do provide these foundations of human-computer interactions, which is basically a theoretical course that covers the theoretical landscape of the field, so that you can prepare the grounds for thorough reasoning about your interaction design processes. And then we move on to these interaction design methods, developing interactive systems and evaluating user experience courses, where you are invited to work in a transversal project that connects these 3 courses. So if you combine these 3 courses, while combining these 3 courses, we hope that you are able to experiment the full cycle of interaction design project. In parallel with this, we will work with you on your master thesis topics in our master thesis seminar, and we will combine this with research methods course, where we'll explore avenues to pursue your research interests as discussed in the master thesis seminar. Again, still in parallel, we address design theory as a complement for those that don't have this kind of background, and we discuss a little bit of philosophy of human-computer interaction, so that we can reflect upon the implications of our design decisions, which is something that people on technology sometimes fail to address. Around this core set of topics, so these are 9 topics, the major compulsory ones, then we have quite a large choice of electives. These electives, they were not kind of randomly selected, and they were put together in such a way that you can balance breadth and depth. So you can select some topics to go really deep into specific subjects, or you can go for others where you will get a general overview of this and that other field. You can also, based on these electives, find your balance between theory and practice. So some courses are more theoretical, more conceptual, and some are more hands-on, workshop-based courses. You can also invest on or reinforce your design skill set by selecting appropriate courses, or you can work on your technical skill set if this is missing and you really want to emphasize this in your future professional profile. Examples of careers that our graduates pursue are business analysts, chief experience officers, experience managers, head of online channels, information architects, interaction designers, interface designers, marketing manager, product manager, project manager, usability analyst, usability consultant, user experience architect, user experience designer, user interface designer, user researcher, visual designer, and so on and so on and so on. Industry has been very actively creating labels for whatever it is that we do, but in a nutshell, we are HCI specialists focusing on interaction design. Of course, if you are still, while attending our program, you are still interested in complementing your training, then you can attend this experimental interaction design course that we organize every summer and winter as part of Tallinn Summer School and Tallinn Winter School. This is really, really experimental. So when we go into this course, we think outside of the box. So it's kind of related with our program in the sense that we bring in the same sort of approach and mindset, but the technologies and challenges that we approach or that we address during this experimental interaction design course, they are totally non-conventional. So we go for either really advanced technologies, or we go back and re-explore really old technologies, and then we address problems that are normally not mainstream. For those that are more interested in investing on a conceptual level, or preparing themselves for doctoral studies in the future, then we also offer, within the same Tallinn Summer School and Tallinn Winter School, we also offer these research methods in HCI program, mainly targeting doctoral level students, but also high level master students. And this is something that we've been running for a number of years in a very successful way throughout Europe. This year, for instance, the course will take place in a beautiful city of Dubrovnik in July. So I imagine that many students will need to force themselves out of the beach at 7 or 8 in the morning to come and attend the course. It was happening the same like that last year in Cyprus. So everybody was swimming from 6 to 7, 7:30, and then coming to class at 9. Actually, it was too hot to be outside from 9. So. Okay, and that's basically it. We do finalize this presentation just by touching a little bit on our infrastructure. We do have a very nicely set interaction design lab, and we are now setting up a user experience lab together with a software development lab. So infrastructure is there to support you, and students are welcome in our facilities 24 hours per day, 7 days a week. Those students apply for lab cards, so they are just sitting and living in these labs when they are not attending classes and courses, and we are very happy to have them there. Some of them even join research projects and some teaching activities together with us, and this is really appreciated and encouraged. I guess that's it from my side. So I don't know if you have any questions right now. Let me see if you're writing something related with this. Maybe not. No, not really for the time being. So if there are some questions in the future, just feel free to type them in, and I will help our colleagues address them. Good. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
So hi again from my side. I hope you had a good overview of our two programs. About few words about the scholarships and allowances that the Estonian government and we as a Tallinn University offer. There's a scholarship, Estonian National Scholarship Program, which you can apply to. The deadline is March 31st. And this scholarship is 350 euros per month. You can go to studyinEstonia.ee to read more about the scholarship and see the requirements there. There are also study allowances offered by Tallinn University. So once you are a student here, you can apply for the study allowances. One allowance is the needs-based study allowance from students from financially disadvantaged backgrounds. The allowance is 75 up to 220 euros per month. You only have to apply once, and then the study allowance, you will get it throughout your studies. There's also study allowance based on study results. This is 100 euros per month, and you have to apply it each semester once again. So if you have a good average grade, then most probably you will get it. So now about the admission requirements. As some of you already asked, once again, here are the deadlines. So keep in mind the deadlines. For non-EU students, it is 15th of April. For EU citizens and applicants from Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, and Georgia, it is 1st of June. So keep in mind those deadlines. What you first need to do, you need to fill in the online application form at estonia.dreamapply.com. After that, you have filled in the online application form. You need to pay the application fee, which is 80 euros. Then you need to send by post to us the online application cover, which has to be printed and signed, and copy of your bachelor's degree certificate and transcript of records. And the translation is requested if the documents are not in English. Keep in mind that both of the copies and translations must be attested by a notary. After that, you need to prove your English proficiency. You need to have English proficiency at least on B2 level in order to study here. You can prove your English with well-known tests as IELTS or TOEFL, or when you're close by, you can also come to Tallinn University and carry out the language tests here. After that, you need to upload to the online application system, the Stream Apply, the copy of your identification page of your passport and receipt of payment of the application fee. Some of the countries have also country-specific requirements. So when you go to our webpage at tlu.ee/admissions, please go and check there whether or not your country, where are you from, has some country-specific requirements or not. After you have done all this, you still need to pass the program-specific requirements. And the program-specific requirements vary from program to program. For DILL program, it's good if you have knowledge and skills in computers for information use. For the entrance exam, you need to write the statement of purpose in English, your motivation, why you want to study, your plans. You need to have 1 till 3 pages of reference letter, and after that, an interview will be done with you via Skype. You do not have to come to Estonia for that. It can be done via Skype. And according to all this, it will be decided whether or not you will be a student at Tallinn University. Of course, hopefully you will be a student here. Program-specific requirements from Human-Computer Interaction are, it's good if you have some skills in informatics, design, social sciences. You need to submit your digital portfolio and a motivational letter. And after that, also an interview will be done with you, also via Skype, so no need to come here once again. So a few words about the student life here as well. We have our student union here at Tallinn University, under which there are different organizations. In those activities you can take part, but you also can organize the activities. There's an international club which organizes events for international students, ESN Tallinn for exchange students. We even have our own student TV that broadcasts the latest news. We have our own culture clubs, sports clubs, photo club, culture collectives like choirs, even a symphony orchestra. We even have our own student cafe and even a childcare. About accommodation, Tallinn University has its own dormitory. Those 2 photos you see here are taken from the Tallinn University dormitory, so it looks nice. The dormitory is just around the corner, so really close by, and there is a possibility to have a place in a double rooms for the price of 170.50 euros per month. There's a G4S dormitory that's close by as well. There are double and single rooms for the price of 180 and 360 euros. And Deco dormitory, where there are also double and single rooms for the price of 150 and 300 euros. Of course, there's always a possibility to rent an apartment yourself or with your course mates or with your friends, as like in every country, in every city, the prices vary a lot. If you would like to know more about the dormitories, see the photos, you can go to tlu.ee/housing. There are a list of websites as well where you can see different apartments for rent. So you can see the prices, the locations, and how they look. So tlu.ee/housing. The approximate living cost here in Tallinn, about 300 up to 500 euros, not including the accommodation. Here are a few examples. The student meals here cost approximately 350 to 4 euros. Public transportation is free of charge for the residents of Tallinn. Theater tickets 12 to 18 euros, concert tickets 8 to 13 euros, and so on. Just some examples. So now we told you about the degree programs that we have here, but we also have Tallinn Summer and Winter School that offers short courses. Tallinn Summer and Winter School are 3-week long projects. Summer school is in July, this year from 11th until 29th. The winter school is usually in January. Usually during the summer school, we have around 350 participants from different countries worldwide. During the winter school, much less, but the difference is that during the summer school, we have around 20 different courses. During the winter school, only 4 different courses. Additional to the courses, we offer a cultural program to the participants as well. The participants can go visit museums, can go to field trips outside of Tallinn. And both HTI and DILL program offer courses there as well. The registration is already opened. So if you go to summerschool.tlu.ee, you can find the list of courses there and already register. So our campus. Our campus is, as I already said, located in the heart of the city. All the buildings have Latin names that symbolize different features for the university, but that's how our students also know where they have to go to the lecture, where the lecture room is located. Terra is the oldest building of Tallinn University. This is the building where all the students graduate. The ceremony hall is there. Astra is the newest addition to Tallinn University, built in 2012. There are different laboratories, for example. Silva is also known as the language building. Nova houses Baltic Film Media Arts and Communication School. So there all the film making takes place, and there is the cinema hall that I told you about. Ursa, there they study fine arts, and Mare, where there are different institutes and seminar and lecture rooms. Here are a few photos of our buildings. So, what I suggest you to do, in case you have any questions about the programs, about life in Tallinn, in Estonia, about Tallinn University, I suggest you to write to our ambassadors. If you go to tlu.ee/ambassadors, you see that each English-based program has their own student ambassador or alumni ambassador there. So you can see their email contacts and you can write to them and ask about the studies here. Last but not least, I of course suggest you to follow us in our social media channels as well. So if you go to Facebook and type in Tallinn University, you can find us. You can find us as well in Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. So in case you have any questions regarding the admission process, feel free to write at admissions@tlu.ee. Meanwhile, I suggest you to go to our webpage, tlu.ee, and read more about our application process and about the programs there.